Hi, I'm Teresha Young, Relationship Master Coach, and welcome to your Making Moves Motivation.
Helping you to truly have the fullness of love, life and relationships of all kinds that you desire and deserve.
For today's motivation, I would like you to think about, is stubbornness affecting your relationships? Stubborn people, it's not always easy to live with them. Dealing with stubborn people can make you feel exhausted, frustrated, stressed, and drive you mad. And it can be anybody. It could be a work colleague, it could be a friend, a family member, your child, it could be your significant other, anybody. But why is it that the only opinion they seem to hear is their own? They don't listen and they always have to be right. Sometimes dealing with a stubborn person can make you feel like you're walking on eggshells and that whatever you say is never the right thing to say. Sometimes you can even feel really insignificant and small and not have the confidence to speak your mind. Well, say bye-bye to those feelings, because once you learn how to stop butting head with them and how to control your responses, you'll be amazed at how dealing with a stubborn person can actually help you to be the best version of yourself. So in this video, I will be sharing 3 top tips to deal with stubborn people. There's a fine line between stubbornness and persistence. Strong-willed people aren't always easy to deal with, though that being said, persistence and determination are key characteristics for success in life. However, stubbornness can seriously affect our relationships, so it's important to understand what might be causing stubbornness in you and also in another person. And my Making Moves motivation video on 6 reasons you're losing your cool delves more into this and gives you some insight as to why that might be. Though if you are a stubborn person, ask yourself, how often has being right improved the situation? Being right just places you in a position of feeling that you are morally superior to somebody else. And emotions can get provoked, it can lead to conflict, it can lead to disagreements, it can lead to people being defensive and also confrontational. And when we are in that position, it can often be that we get stuck and we find it difficult to come to a solution, and then disagreements occur. So here are 3 top tips to deal with stubborn people.
However, before I continue, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, then remember to do so and turn your notifications on by clicking that bell so you don't miss out on more life transforming content to live your best life. And if you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Now let's get back to today's topic.
Top tip number 1 is to take a step back. I like to say, if in doubt, zoom out. Take a moment to breathe when you are dealing with a stubborn person. This may involve you respectfully excusing yourself from the conversation, if it's a verbal one or face-to-face, just by walking away so that you can gather your thoughts. It may also involve you just not responding straight away if it's written communication, because taking a moment to breathe can move you to a calmer state of mind in the present moment. It can help you to deal with any negative and reactive thought patterns that you may be having, and those feelings of anger, frustration, stress, and upset. The following calming breathing technique, as suggested by the NHS for dealing with stress, anxiety and panic, and the NHS is the National Health Service here in the UK. It can be done anywhere and in a few minutes. It can really help to shift you, to help you to gather your thoughts and to help you to feel calmer in the present moment. Top tip number 2 is understanding the impact of stubbornness. Dealing with stubbornness can be looked at from these 3 perspectives. First perspective is I win, you lose. If you're a stubborn person, you focus on your needs and not someone else's. You stand up for what you believe is right and you strongly defend your position, taking little consideration for someone else's position or point of view. However, when you approach a situation or a disagreement with the idea that you're right and someone else is wrong, you are more likely to get stuck in conflict. The second perspective is I lose, you lose. If you are being stubborn, you ignore the situation and the issue or ignore the person, withdraw, and in doing so, therefore fail to deal with it. You may even try to solve the conflict by ignoring and denying its existence. You both lose because the situation is not dealt with. The third perspective is I lose, you win. This is where you concede to the other person's demands, their opinions, their requests, and you give little or nothing in return. Sometimes you may even let them have their way completely. Conceding maintains harmony, but is self-sacrificing. Top tip number 3 is to take charge. If you are dealing with somebody's behaviour and it is persistent and it bothers you, and it's not simply a matter that you can avoid the person, then find ways to take charge, to take control, and move to a win-win solution. Do your best to respectfully see their point of view and to see that their point of view is important, and ask them, show them that it is important, but also ask them to respect your opinion too. And my Making Moves motivation video on how to have difficult conversations can help you start that talk off on the right foot. Because when you are able to move to understanding somebody else's differences, you can then focus on coming to a consensus solution. Sometimes it will involve an element of compromise where you both give up something in order to meet halfway. It's workable but not ideal. The better approach is cooperation, where you can both come to an agreement where there is a creative solution to resolve the conflict or the disagreement. And this will involve you using your communication skills, such as showing empathy, deep listening, and also being able to question so that you can build stronger relationships and connection with the other person to move to a win-win solution. And I'll drop links to my Making Moves motivation videos on how to truly listen and how to show empathy in the comment section or description section below. And all of the videos that I have mentioned will have links in the comment section or the description section below. When it comes to dealing with stubborn people, there may be times when you do not achieve closure on the issue. You may have to respectfully agree to disagree without the disagreement becoming personal or fueled with counterattacks and insults. No matter how right you may think you are or how wrong you may believe the other person is, it's important to leave the disagreement where there's a way for both people to leave with their dignity and self-esteem intact. So there you have it. 3 top tips to deal with stubborn people are: 1, take a step back; 2, understand the impact of stubbornness; and 3, take charge. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. How has stubbornness affected your relationships? Have you noticed any stubborn traits in you? Let's talk about this. Drop a comment below. Again, I'm Teresha Young, your relationship master coach, and I'm here to help us to connect, evolve, and rise together so that you are truly able to have the fullness of love, life, and relationships of all kinds that you desire and deserve. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.